Leader of the third party.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Thanks to the enormous efforts of First Nations, the federal government closed nearly half of the salmon farms on the coast. They specifically closed all salmon farms in the Discovery Islands because salmon farm pathogens are a serious and irreversible risk to salmon migrating to and from the Fraser River. However, the province of BC has undermined this effort by continuing to permit the Browns Bay Packing Plant Company to discharge contaminated Atlantic Farm salmon blood into this protected region. DFO just issued the lowest Fraser sockeye return forecast in the history of Canada. Shouldn't this elicit an all-hands-on-deck response from all levels of government? British Columbians will be ashamed to learn that the province is willingly permitting an Atlantic salmon blood virus to flow into the path of Fraser River sockeye. My question is to the Minister of Environment. To protect this iconic species, will he require the Browns Bay Packing Plant to divert their effluent pipe into containment?
Minister of Environment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. But unfortunately, the member is misrepresenting aspects of what happens at Browns Bay, which is a fish packing plant that handles farmed fish as well as wild salmon. Over the past several years, the province has worked with Browns Bay, issued directives to Browns Bay to update and strengthen the effluent permits with more rigorous discharge requirements, increased monitoring, and ensuring that new technologies are being used. All facilities with discharges from processing farmed and wild fish are required to disinfect their effluent, to deactivate pathogens, and to protect wild fish stocks.
Member supplemental.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. The Browns Bay Packing Company is releasing effluent known to carry salmon pathogens. Instead of ensuring that farm salmon blood effluent being dumped into the highly sensitive wild salmon habitat is pathogen-free as promised, the minister is allowing the company an exemption from pathogen testing. The ministry's unwillingness to demand higher standards from industry is appalling given the risk to the sockeye salmon. First Nations, scientists, concerned citizens, and others have called on this government to stop the ongoing release of farmed salmon blood into the Fraser River salmon migratory corridor. My question again is to the Minister of Environment. Will he do everything in his power to protect wild salmon and ensure that the Browns Bay Packing Plant effluent pipe is out of the ocean before the 2024 juvenile sockeye outgoing migration begins in May?
Minister of Environment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. In 2019, the Browns Bay Packing Effluent Treatment System was upgraded to meet best achievable technology. The company has since optimized the treatment works, which has improved the quality of the effluent further. We inspected last September and determined that improvements had been made. We are not currently considering additional amendments to the permit. However, we are obviously considering many options to continue to test for effluent and to take action if pathogens are found. Their testing is a permit requirement. The effluent is tested for relevant parameters that are available at commercial labs. The testing is done to confirm ongoing effectiveness of treatment and disinfection. This includes testing for indicator pathogens that show effective disinfection against a variety of pathogens that may be present. When inspections or testing reveal a flaw in the system, the ministry acts and gives directions to Browns Bay to correct the issue.